Hey guys, it's been a while since I made one of these videos, but there's been a lot of things that here lately have been getting under my skin that I'd like to talk about just for the hell of it. So, things have changed socially so much in the last decade that it's mind-blowing as much as it is also sickening. There's awareness groups for everything, all the way down to bullying. People literally get offended by everything like it's some kind of retarded-ass trend to get upset by things you don't agree with and don't understand. I mean, seriously, if people don't nut up and change the way things are going, it's going to continue getting worse. Literally, our generation is raising their kids to be a bunch of overly sensitive pussies that can't defend or take care of themselves. And everyone seems to be okay with that. You have these stop bullying campaigns now. If you see something, say something. When I was in school, you didn't tell on the bully. You didn't create awareness groups for the bully. You beat the fuck out of the bully in front of your classmates and poof, just like magic, the bully left you the fuck alone for the rest of the year. And everyone's on this huge kick about being PC now. Fuck being politically correct. I really don't give a fuck if it offends you. When I call someone a name that isn't politically correct, I don't fucking care. You know, the girl I called a slut fucked all my bandmates. The guy I called retarded flunked 5th grade 3 times. The guy I called a fat ass weighs 400 pounds. There's no sense in taking feelings into consideration and saying, oh, obesity's a disease, they can't help it. Get off your fat ass. Put down the video game controller, eat a vegetable, and fucking jog. Also, everyone's calling for stricter gun control, blaming guns altogether, blaming guns for all the problems in the world. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Even if you make guns illegal, criminals will still get their fucking hands on them, and that's a fact of life. Blaming cops has also become an irritating trend. Let's get something straight. Not all cops are evil, or out to get you. Odds are, if you get pulled over and given a ticket or arrested, you fucking deserved it. I was talking to someone not too long ago that was telling me the police pulled him over on some bullshit they made up and arrested him, and that they were just harassing him for no reason. Well, I asked him what they booked him on. He told me they found pills in the car that he wasn't prescribed to, so they booked him for possession and DUID, which is driving under the influence of drugs. And he admitted that he was guilty as fuck, but they were just out to get him. You know, I hear the same thing for fucking speeding tickets and parking tickets. Newsflash. If you take drugs and drive, you're going to fucking jail. If you speed, you're getting a ticket. If you aren't disabled and you park in a handicapped parking spot like an asshole, you're going to get a fucking ticket. That shit is your fault and no one else's. Another shining example. This black girl in Catoosa, Oklahoma, got arrested a month or two ago and was screaming that she was just being arrested because she was black. Here's the thing. They had her on camera shoplifting, and she had drugs on her. Tell me how that had anything to do with race. It has nothing to do with race or affiliation or gender. It has to do with you fucking up. And yes, there are videos of police brutality all over YouTube. But you have to take into account these idiots are basing their opinions of an entire county or state's police force off of the actions of one rogue officer in that department that more than likely gets fucking fired. Which, you know, everybody rallies around fucking Mike Brown saying he was murdered and that it was because he was black and they forged the Black Lives Matter movement out of all that. Yes, Mike Brown dying was tragic for his family. But did you all already forget that he robbed a fucking store, clocked Officer Darren Wilson, and tried to grab his gun? You guys crucified a cop that did his job by the book. If I was a cop, I would have fucking shot his ass too. Because what would have happened if he had got his hands on the cop's gun, if he'd gotten it unholstered? He would have shot the cop and killed him and ended up in prison for life or executed, or went on the run, and then we'd be saying, oh, he just had a rough life, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck ever? He was a fucking thug. You know, it seems like everyone's playing the victim over everything, and it's fucking pathetic. I've also seen in the news where a few musicians have been prosecuted for their lyrical content. That hits a new level of trampling on free speech. I mean, fuck, if they listened to my lyrical content, I'd probably be committed to a fucking mental institution. It's just music. It's freedom of speech and expression. Just like I said, it seems like everybody's getting more and more offended by more and more stupid shit. And everybody's finding new ways to play the victim and, oh, this victimized me. This affects me, when it has nothing to fucking do with you. You know, there's a whole lot more I could rattle off about all this shit, but for now, I'm just going to leave it at this. I'm sure I'll probably put up another one of these depending on how it does. Anyway, Strip C signing off. Have a good one.